Was that good?
That was good, but I wasn't looking. Okay, I'm looking now.
Hey y'all, welcome back to our Road Less Traveled. And today we're going to go through what on San Antonio? You just rattled it off.
I did. But now the camera's going.
All right.
I was super excited about going to San Antonio. I've heard great things about it. I have always wanted to go there, and I was pumped about seeing all the things. But he had a different preconceived notion, I think.
I don't know that I had a preconceived notion about San Antonio as a whole. It was a place that we were going to go to, and we really didn't have a list of things to do or see, like everything else we do. We just end up in a place and then we find stuff to do. So I don't know that I had a preconceived notion. Their downtown is beautiful. It is very well done, but there's only like 3 streets and then 4 avenues that are drivable. The rest of it is all under construction. It changes daily. They shut lanes down.
That's true.
I mean, it's just a mess because when you're in a dually, I
It's
can't
tough.
tell you how many corners we clipped with the rear tires trying to make a right-hand turn because someplace this road was shut down, or the first day we could go down this lane. So of course, creature of habit, it worked last time. No, it didn't work this time. You got to be over in the far left lane. So that's why I say that it.
Yeah. Not to mention the parking deck that we tried to go in, and that was a whole nother story.
We made it in the parking deck, but I stuck my hand out the roof and I could touch the little bar. So
that was rough.
if you're in a 22 Ram dually with stock tires, you have about, I'd say, 2.5 inches to get into a 7-foot garage. Now, we made it in. The turn going up the thing, that was a whole nother level of butt pucker there. That was,
All right.
I just knew that the front bumper and the rear bumper were scraping concrete going around that thing. But we made it. We didn't scratch anything.
Yeah.
Wouldn't do it again though. That was nerve-wracking.
Yes.
Other thing that royally pissed me off was some dingaling in Ikea pulled into some parking structure and evidently didn't mean to pull into that.
It was Biden's doppelganger.
That's neither here nor there. But how in the world? I mean, he's in Ikea. I can see his 9-inch color display in his dash that shows the backup camera.
Yes.
He backed up 3 forevers. I'm laying on the horn, and
He hits us.
the bleep backed right into the front of the truck.
I mean, how? Like, how do you not see that big giant truck behind
It's
you?
huge. I mean, the grill on that thing is bigger than the whole tail end of his car. Anyway,
No damage was done.
no damage, not even a scratch. I think he actually hit the tow hook on it, but
Anyway.
so torn up streets, tough right turns. Joe Biden's twin backs into me. That was the first 2 hours in San Antonio.
Well, we
And
forgot
my
to mention,
attitude reflected such.
and we forgot to mention the ride in to the campground. The first impression of that was a little sketchy as well.
Now, nice campground.
Great campground. We had all kinds of space. We were just on a corner by ourselves, and we had this huge field out beside us.
Our truck used to be silver.
Yeah, it's now a dusty,
It's dark
dusty
brown.
silver.
The road into the campground was a mile long.
Yeah.
It was dirt all the way down there.
All that to say, the campground was overall.
Yeah, I would
Nice.
even with all the dust
Yeah.
and everything, I would absolutely stay in that campground again. It was quiet.
The only thing we would have changed about it was the road. Sorry, we're back.
Now, you heard the story how when we rolled into San Antonio, the downtown, the parking, the whole business, whatnot. I'm not I guess we did get to the campground. We dropped the fifth wheel off, and what we usually do when we get into a new area is we go explore a little bit, and we don't use GPS. We just take lefts and rights and just basically get lost and then use GPS to get us back to where we left the fifth wheel. We found this dog park because Stella needed to get rid of some energy.
Yes.
And the people that were there, amazing people.
Yeah, all locals, and they knew. We asked them where we should go and eat. So
And they said Harry Taco.
it's Henry's Puffy Tacos.
Henry's Puffy Tacos. Not Harry Tacos.
That was their recommendation.
There's evidently some list in Texas of best places to go, and this one's been on it for 20 years or something. You'll have to look that up. I may have just made that.
All right, so you've heard, good, the bad, and the ugly. Well, this one was the ugly and the good, because it tasted really good, but it was freaking ugly.
The food?
Yeah. Remember that big fat burrito?
Oh, y'all. So I'm used to ordering a burrito, and you get the beans and the meat inside it, and then they put the lettuce and the cheese and the red or green sauce on the outside, and jalapenos, on the out, and then you cover it with salsa and you eat it. In Texas, whatever you order, they shove it in that thing like a Thanksgiving turkey, and it comes out, man, it's the size of a loaf of bread. I mean, and she's right, it's not pretty, but it's dang sure good.
It was delicious.
It was
So
very
we highly
good.
recommend Henry's Puffy Taco.
Yep.
All right, so that leads us into
The next restaurant we went to was
the Chart House at Tower of the Americas. And we just so happened to get in there and slip in under the radar without a reservation, which is not recommended, but it worked for us. I don't recommend doing it that way, but we just got there early enough and happened to get a seat by the window. It was amazing, the view.
we eat like Mima on Peepaw. We at 3:30 in the afternoon, and we go to bed around 6.
This was at like 5.
Yeah,
I think it was like 4:45, 5 o'clock.
what happened was it started raining, and since that's like a tourist destination, everybody split.
Yeah.
So I think when we went in there, we were only one of like 4 people
Right.
that were in there, and
But
y'all.
We were there for like an hour and a half, and by the time we left, it was full.
Yeah.
Completely full. But we got a seat by the window, which is what you want if you
Yes.
go there, because if you're paying that kind of money, and I will say it was pricey,
Yes.
but it was so worth it. The food was amazing. The view was spectacular.
Just so y'all know, I don't eat steak unless I cook it.
Yeah.
Because it is just not acceptable any other way. It has to be a certain temperature all the way through.
True.
And I don't cook to time, I cook to temperature. So we don't eat steak out places. I got steak at this place, and holy cow.
Oh, well, you forgot to mention the crab dip that
Oh.
we had before that, which was
It was a crab
So
fondue, but it didn't spit out of a fondue fountain. You just dipped it up with chips and ate it. So
I know it was bread.
bread, that's
It
right.
was Texas toast.
It was Texas toast. So
Yeah.
that
And
place, highly recommend, even though it looks like a tourist trap. And from the money side, if you want to go to the observation deck and everything, it is a tourist trap. But to eat at the Revolving Restaurant, absolutely fantastic. You get 360 degrees every 35 minutes. It was absolutely, if it wasn't so expensive, we'd have gone again the next night.
Oh, and I got the sea bass, and it was topped with all kind of vegetables, which were amazing. And then we got, of course, a chocolate volcano.
Yeah, chocolate lava cake.
Oh yeah, it was.
The little ones are better than the big ones, because I
Yeah,
got
pro
the big
tip.
one. I got the big one. She got the little one, and hers was just a skosh more moist. They were both really good,
Yeah.
but hers was a little bit better.
Yes.
The next place we went to, we were craving sushi, and we love sushi. So we found this place on the hoity-toity side of San Antonio, where the big houses are,
Yes.
called Sushi Zushi.
Yes. Oh, the
And
best sushi.
that was really good.
Really, really good.
Matter of fact, we took some home and ate it the next day. It was really good. But the parking, if you're in a big truck, we stuck out of the parking place.
Yeah, we did.
8 feet.
I don't know. I think we took up 2 long ways.
And then
we
the
had to.
wheels were on the white lines.
Yeah, it was tight.
The good thing is there wasn't many people in the shopping center. So.
Right.
But if people had parked on either side of us, we'd still be sitting there waiting to get out.
That was one of those happy accidents. We found that place.
Yeah.
No one recommended it to us, but we highly recommend it.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, so one more restaurant that we ate at was called Taqueria Mexico, and it was just, I think, authentic Mexican, or was it Tex-Mex?
It was Tex-Mex.
Anyway, it was really good Mexican food. We have learned that not all Mexican is the same in Texas. Some of it's definitely Tex-Mex, some of it's authentic Mexican. The cheese dip is nothing what we're used to, but
there's
it was
like,
good.
There's like 3 kinds.
Yeah.
But we went to Taco Liquor and
Taqueria Mexico.
that place, and it was really good.
Yeah.
Which was a stark difference, and this is gonna shock y'all. I know it is. I can feel it. I mean, I can see y'all right now just on the edge of your seat. What was it different from? The Rodeo Food. It was not good food.
Okay, so we absolutely loved everything about the rodeo.
Yes.
But the food was horrible.
Well, and it was we only ate at one place.
We
I
did.
really wish we had taken the name of it because it was.
Well, it was the food court. Really?
No, it was the one place in the food
Okay.
court. The food court went all the way
And it
around
could
to
have
the other
been-
side.
It could have just been that it was their first day. They were kind of running around like they didn't know what they were doing yet. I'm going to give them the benefit of the doubt, but also that was probably the worst hamburger and ribs that I've ever had.
Oh, hands down. It-
So, for the rodeo food. But we did have a funnel cake that was good.
It was dripping grease. But
It was, yeah. When you bit into it, it was
Ooh.
juicy. But anyway,
It was more moist than the ribs were.
that is a sad truth.
So the one place we didn't bring up was the restaurants along the Riverwalk.
Oh, that is what I meant
And I
to.
want to bring that up because here's the thing. On a scale of 1 to 5, if you're going to give out stars, I would say it's somewhere between a 2.5, maybe a 3.
Yeah.
It's not the best in the world, but it's absolutely edible.
I
I think
didn't-
it's overpriced.
I don't know the name of the restaurant that we ate at, though. That's the only thing.
I don't know.
But there were like 10 Mexican restaurants along
Yeah.
the riverfront. And we just picked a random one because we wanted to sit there and watch the boats go by.
Right, and
it was for the ambiance.
That's what I'm getting at is for where you're at, for
Yeah.
what you get to see, the food is absolutely adequate for what you pay for.
Right.
You know, it's not going to knock your socks off, but it's not going to, make you sit in the bathroom for 3 hours when you get home either.
That's
so,
true. We just had a simple little plate, not little.
No,
We
it
had a
wasn't
simple big plate of nachos.
Yeah.
And the ducks were coming up and the grackles and
They say
everything
don't
else.
feed them, but I fed them because
The ducks look so sad.
they looked like they were hungry. And
Anyway, and we saw some people walk by with the biggest margarita we've ever seen ever.
so we saw these people walking around with this big,
Now it was like
yeah,
it was like this tall, like not even an exaggeration. It was this tall. It was 44-ounce margarita from the Thirsty Aztec Margarita shop
yeah,
or Incorporated or whatever. Anyway,
it was a big one.
it was impressive.
Is that the one that was in it looked like a
Like-
M16?
Yes, yes.
Did we get video of that guy?
We did not.
Dang it.
We did not.
Y'all
But-
would have to experience that on your own. But so
I'll
that,
show you some pictures, but they're not going to be of that probably.
I think that wraps up this version of
This episode.
this episode of what we did, and I promise y'all we do more than just eat.
Yeah, we just wanted to kind of wrap all the restaurants into one video so that we can tell you all the stuff we did in the next video. That wraps up this week's video on San Antonio, and we will see you next week on our road less traveled.
See y'all later, fellow travelers.
Is that what you're adding in?
Yeah.
You feel left out?
The next video is actually probably going to be better than this one. Yeah, it was big.
And
I don't know how they were walking.
the name of that place was Aztec. Hold on.
What's the theme to Jeopardy?
That's it. Do 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 do.
365 degrees of San Antonio every
365.
360. I added an extra 5 degrees there for some of y'all that are. That, man, if you're constipated, go eat there. That was.
That's not going in here.
But
do we know this for a fact, or is this your clayism? Did not mean to turn into a cheese dip tangent by any means. Squirrel.
So.
Okay.
You're gonna have to say that.
Okay. Okay. Stand
that
in.
Disapproving look is.
I love you.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway. Than that,
we got pissed. We left Texas. Said screw it. We ain't never going back.
That is not true.
That's not true at all.
At all. Anyway.
Yeah, if we could get a GoFundMe set up to put pavement, it doesn't even have to be pretty stuff. It could just be black tar or something. Just asphalt.
Go ahead. After we. Okay.
All right.
Anyway, so. Yeah.
No so's, damn it. No so's. Of course, I can't hear because I can't hear out this ear.
Maybe I should be on that side.
I can't hear her either.
What I was going to say is we're going to do 2 videos on San Antonio because there was just too much to have in one video.
If you're watching this one, you already know nothing we do is super exciting.
We keep saying that.
All right.
Help
Next
me.
Restaurant.
Help you. Help me. Anyway.
We did Harry Tacos.
What? Ooh, hold on. That's not what it's called.
Stay tuned, and we're going to get through this list, but probably not in the order we just said. So.
Anyway.
You ready?
I am ready.
Hey, y'all, and welcome back to Our Road Less Traveled.
Woo! That's bright.
Yeah. This video of San Antonio is brought to you by Menon. I just finished your sentence. All right, get your. Let's go.